Morning, viewers. This flower, if I was in North Carolina and I picked this flower, it would be called injury to real property. And you know what? A 6-year-old kid was standing in court for doing just that. Come back and join me for my rebuttal. What's up, viewers? Kim Moser here, aka K Dog, back with another video. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. If you're a returning viewer, I want to say welcome back. It's April. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers. So hit that button, smash that button, kick that button, hit that bell, do all that. Help me support my channel. Now, back to the business at hand. Does anybody out there know or have ever heard of a law called injury to real property? Now, I know when you go on somebody else's property, private property, I know about damaging that person's property, but sitting at a bus stop, that's a little strange. And that's why I'm here today. In North Carolina, and from all the reports I've read, they're keeping the boy's name hidden. A 6-year-old boy standing at a bus stop picks a tulip and gets arrested for injury to real property. 6 years old. Arrested, charged, and end up standing in front of a judge in a courtroom. 6 years old. Let me ask you this. They don't have enough to do in North Carolina? Police don't have enough to do in North Carolina? The judicial system don't have enough to do in North Carolina? Ah! I'm really perplexed. Should a child who still believes in Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and the Tooth Fairy be making life-altering decisions? I don't think so. And a district judge by the name of Jay Copeland didn't think so either. Not only didn't he think so, he also produced research stating that from the ages of 10 to 14, no child should be making those kind of decisions. I need some help because you as the police officer, do you really think a kid who's pretty much in kindergarten needs to be arrested? The attorney for the kid and his mother were served with papers to appear in court. Their attorney, Julie Boyer, had to give the child a coloring book and crayons because his attention span was too short. Now that right there tells you he ain't got no business being in no courtroom. Their lawyer also said too, just like I said, that the boy was served with papers and the mother was served with papers. She thought it was appalling. Now, if the lawyer thought it was appalling and the judge thought that he shouldn't have been there, what about the people under the judge? Prosecuting attorney, police officers. I know that police officer had a supervisor. They didn't think it was something wrong with bringing a 60-year-old kid into the precinct. Remember this?
The gut-wrenching body cam video that is hard to watch. An Orlando police officer taking a 6-year-old girl from her school, her hands zip-tied behind her back. Heartbreaking cries as she's lifted into a patrol car. Just let me go. The video of the September arrest just released by the family. According to the police report, officers were called after the school complained little Kaya Roll had kicked and punched 3 staff members. No! Kaya sobbing when the restraints were put on. No! After Kaya was taken away, Officer Dennis Turner returned.
6,000 people I've arrested over the 28 years. 7 is the youngest. She's 6. Now she has broken the record.
Charges against Kaya have been dropped, but the family is preparing to take legal action. Kaya says she's now afraid of the police and has nightmares from the incident.
I was crying for someone to also call my grandma.
The school is saying they never asked for Kaya to be arrested. Dennis Turner was a retired officer working extra duty, and he has since been fired.
And that was a 6-year-old girl. The body cam off of the cop that arrested her, who was eventually fired. If you got any feeling, that broke your heart. That broke your heart. She was 6'2". Apparently she was being disruptive in her class, and the police came and took her away. The little girl's traumatized now. That's a damn shame. When do you cross the line between doing your job and not doing your job? And when do you, as a person in that scenario, realize when you cross that line? Because I've run into hundreds of people that when it comes to doing right and wrong, their excuse was always, just doing my job, just doing my job. And they know that there's a gray area between that white and that black. Yes and no. There's a gray area where the human element comes in to say, you know what? I know what the rules say, but. And the only time they usually use that is when it comes to them. When they want something. That 6-year-old boy at the bus stop, that 6-year-old girl, that cop should have realized, you know what? I know what I could do, but I'm not going to do that because I want this child to respect the law, not be afraid of the law. But we don't always get that. My question is, when are grown-ass people, adults in authority, going to realize that it's not always about doing the job to the letter? When a cop picks up a white boy, they take him to his parents. When a cop picks up a black kid, he goes to the state. There's something wrong with that. I think it is. The earlier you introduce a child to the criminal justice system, the higher chances he is to stay there. 7,300 complaints were actually filed in North Carolina against 6 to 11-year-olds from 2015 to 2018. 47% of those were black children. 40% were white, 7% were Hispanic. Now they're trying to get the legal age raised to 10 in North Carolina. I don't know why they would even be trying to do that and not realize sooner that 6 years old is too young, way too young. Well, that's my rant for today. Ken Mosley, aka K-Dog. If you like my video, give me some comments, give me a subscription. Don't forget, I'm trying to get 100 subscriptions for this month. You can help me out. I appreciate it. Ken Mosley, I'm out. Peace.